All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com, and today I'm going to analyze for Finance Friday why opening these Arabian Nights, Legends, Antiquities, Fallen Empires, The Dark, is it a good investment? Is it gambling? What's the upside? What's the downside? I'm going to analyze it. Enjoy the video, guys. Happy Friday, and hope you enjoy the weekend. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the packs, text me, call me, 206-914-7974. I'll be putting them on eBay probably later on if they're not sold. But again, contact me directly or email daniel@vintagemagic.com. Enjoy the analysis. What's up, guys? It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. All right, guys, happy Finance Friday. Today, the Warriors are playing Game 6 against the Lakers. Watch it tonight. Warriors all the way, but, you know, we probably will lose. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let's analyze what I think about vintage packs, opening packs in general, if it's a good investment or not. We're going to go and dissect this a little bit because I get this question asked here and there. Finally want to break it down. All right, so before we begin, check out the video of the guy I met. I bought 10 Arabian Nights, Antiquities, Legends, The Dark, Fallen Empires, the Play Tabernacle sign, a couple Caracases, and a poker deck. And I bought this collection from a guy who came in town, and I opened actually one of each pack randomly, which you'll see in other videos. Be sure to watch out for those coming up this next week coming up. And I pretty much opened them up and to show that they were authentic. I can tell they're authentic, but obviously people get freaked out. But also I want to show people kind of what I look for the packs in general. But let's, after that, I'll come back and we'll break down what I think about investing or opening the packs. All right, guys, another purchase, Arabian Nights packs, Legends, Antiquities. Some random box here. Tabernacle. Dan, thanks for driving all the way over here. Appreciate you. Guys, if you're interested in any booster packs, any items, contact me. 206-914-7974. All authentic. Dan, you got them from like original back in the day, right?
Yes, I did.
From the card shop.
Well, the Arabian Nights and the Antiquities came from card shop.
The rest you pop where?
I opened the boxes, they came out of myself.
Oh, wow. So the Arabians you got, these from card shops, these
Right.
are boxes.
Right.
And why'd you only have 10 here? Why 10?
That's all I put aside, that's all.
And then you open everything to make sets, right?
I had 4 or 5 boxes of Legends.
Yeah.
I saved 10 of them. That's where I started that number 10.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, call me, text me, 206-914-7974. Email Daniel@VintageMagic.com.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit VintageMagic.com.
All right, guys. So the video obviously highlights a short little tidbit. If you're interested in buying the packs at all, call me at 206-914-7974. You can text me also or email Daniel@VintageMagic.com. All right, so let's talk about packs in general, older packs specifically. So obviously back in the day, the packs were relatively affordable. Booster boxes were about $100 or so for alpha or less. Starter decks were $7.95. So 10 decks, so that's under $100. So back in the day, there's a lot of EV, right? A lot of expected value you can get out of it. Even though the game was new in its infancy, the boxes steadily rose pretty quickly with that rising EV itself, the card values. So fast forward today, like an Alpha Black Lotus would be about $100,000 or so mint condition. But for a booster pack, it costs you probably around $30,000 to $40,000 relatively for a pack, just one pack, and it's 36 packs. Now, I think there's like 115 or 120 rares, something like that. So do the math. your chances of getting an Alpha Black Lotus is around, I think 1/4, a fourth based off of the box, right? But here's the thing. This is the variable why Magic is very weird, is that for the core sets, the Alpha, Beta, Unlimiteds, once you open a pack, the way the sheets are aligned, you can actually determine what rares you're going to be getting. That's right. So they were not randomized like today's packs, like you see in the March of Machine or the Lord of the Rings set coming out, where you can get random cards and random stuff mathematically. So you can actually map the actual rares of the packs, which also adds to the conversation of why this is relevant, that I'm going to tell you right out of the gate, yes, of course, it is gambling. It is somewhat gambling to open original vintage packs these days because of that problem, the randomization. Now, if it was actually randomized like today's packs, then I would say it's still gambling, but you still have, there's a lot more, there's a better expected value, I would say, because if you got a box that was not an Alpha Lotus, type of range type of box, then that would be a waste of money, right? But even if you got the box and you open all the packs in Alpha booster box, would cost you, close to pretty much $1 million. Are you really going to get $1 million worth of cards from all the cards open? Probably not. But there is one factor that is on the side of the gambler, the collector, the person that wants to open the packs. That is grading. Grading the pack, grading the cards themselves. You can get mint, gem mint, pristine type of cards. You would be able to garner some serious cash. If, let's say you were able to get a BGS 10 Alpha Black Lotus out of a pack, say it cost 40 grand. You were lucky to pull the card, you got a BGS 10. That card would be over $1 million, probably $2 to $3 million today's value. Obviously, that lottery ticket is an obvious, winner, but the chance of you even opening an Alpha Lotus, let alone a BGS 10 grade, next to impossible. So the grading does help you, though, like in the sense that if you were to open a pack, grade the cards well, you could get some really great cards. And that's also part of the game. The other factor I will say is that you cannot get from the loss of money and stuff is because of the experience. So a lot of you guys open packs online. You can do box breaks or pack breaks, whatever. And you can buy slots of the packs, the starter decks and booster packs, because they're really expensive now. And you could get lucky and get a really great card in great condition for a fraction of the price. So that has happened in the community, but the exciting part about it is really just the interaction. So the experience of opening an alpha starter or alpha booster or a beta starter, beta booster, whatever, even if it's with a team of crowdfunding, group of friends or whatever on a box break, pack break, it still is very exciting, and there's this nostalgia that comes with it. It's like being back in 1993, 94, and you can't buy that with money. So you have to weigh that in with the money. But financially, no. There's no upside financially to actually open the packs themselves. Now, there are some few exceptions. Now, the newer Magic packs that are coming out that are extremely randomized with the collectors, packs and stuff, those ones, the collector boosters, those ones, if you get like a one-of-one card or limited edition card, those have extreme value in EV because the cards go for extreme value dollars. They're really high, right? So there could be some investment potential if you were buying X amount of boxes or packs and you open them and you were able to get some type of profit. However, I would say overall, opening up any newer Magic product and then selling them. I think the professor, the Tolarian Academy professor, he opens boxes and he would resell them and see if he can get his money back and keep buying the boxes over and over again. You'll find that in time, pretty much the values of the newer cards have gone down. And also, because they have gone down, the actual game itself, the box opening game actually doesn't even work because people, realize, hey, I can't actually make my money back by selling the cards back. And this was a long time ago, like years ago. This was how you could make money in Magic. You could actually open and crack boxes and resell the singles for a decent amount of money and then rinse and repeat. And if you did it in a high enough volume, you would make, a decent amount of money based on the volume. But nowadays, next to impossible, very challenging to do so. So yeah, that is kind of the breakdown. It's pretty intuitive. I think a lot of you would probably figure that out. But the question is though, why is it I'm selling these packs and why would anybody buy them? Because I've sold so many over the years. Well, number one important thing with older vintage packs is to have a great provenance. Number one. So last year I sold Alpha Booster and Alpha Starter that was owned by Peter Atkinson. That was given to a guy named Ron who worked with him at Boeing. We documented the story. It was already sold, but great story, great provenance. This particular collection I got, another great provenance. The guy bought them back in the day in 1994, 93. He bought a lot of the other packs too. He went to the card shops, made a Legends set, got a lot of them signed, went to other conventions like NOOBCON, such like that locally. The gentleman, I think, is closer to 80 years old now, so there's that provenance where, it makes sense, right? The story fits where, he had the funds to buy the packs back in the day. He wasn't just a kid. He bought the packs and, he was able to buy a bunch of them. A lot of people who try to sell online try to glorify stories. You can kind of tell. It's kind of, I guess the saying goes, if it smells like a rat, it is a rat. Meaning if there's any area that's gray or, kind of shady at all, stay away. Buyer beware. Do not buy from sellers like that. Also, people will use the lies a lot. They'll lie and say, well, my uncle died, he left me these, or my, dad died, or I just found these in a random swap meet. These type of stories don't hold any validity to me as a seller. Very dangerous to buy from people on eBay like that. And the only way I would even touch something like that if it came from a Wizards of the Coast employee, a game store that could prove that they were a game store and had credibility. And also, gentlemen, people like this where they have collected multiple sets, multiple large amounts of assets and cards, and they have loose packs. And I've bought collections like this in the past where they have alpha set, beta set, random packs here and there. Those make sense. It makes sense. You have a collector who's collected the range of Magic history, and you also have sealed product. Very rarely do I see people actually just buy sealed product, and that's all they bought back in the day. Very important. It's kind of a correlation thing. Like typically you don't see people be like, oh, I'm just going to have the foresight back in 1993 to buy all of these sealed packs and boxes, and I'm just going to leave them there. Who did that? No one did that. No one did that back in the day, on a large scale, generally, right? Unless you were a WotC employee or a card shop in some way. You always have some type of singles and other type of evidence that shows, hey, these are authentic. This story makes sense. So that's one important factor when you buy packs in general. If you're having fun opening them, please make sure you are buying from reputable sellers. And very important. So, but I'll end this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I think pack opening, you'll see these videos come up, this week about, I opened one Arabians, Antiquities, a Legends, the Dark and Fallen Empires. I had a lot of fun opening it, nostalgic. I don't do it all the time. I like to gamble at the casino once in a while, but when it comes to pack opening, it's a different kind of gambling that I don't really want to do. Partly is because I want the people that want to do it, maybe they have grading reasons, they want to grade the cards, or they have people that will buy into the packs, pack breaks, stuff like that. Let them do it. They have they have the channel and the interest to do it. I personally don't like it. I find it to be, I don't know, kind of like anxiety. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I mean, I found it fun at first, but it gives me anxiety too. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. All right, guys, I hope the analysis was somewhat informative. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. And again, if you want to buy the packs or any other items, contact me, Daniel at VintageMagic.com. Call or text 206-914-7974. All right, guys, take care. Go Warriors. They're going to win today. You know it.
Hey everyone, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I want to share with you more about how we handle consignments. So to begin the consignment process, we actually need to start with the consultation service. In this consultation, I will determine what you're looking to do. And generally, consigners usually tell me, hey Dan, I'm looking to sell my items and maximize the value of their collection. After we determine through the consultation, I usually like to do an appraisal process. And an appraisal process in terms of a consignment is more fitted towards authenticity and valuation for current market values. From there, after a contract is crafted and signed, we will then receive the items from you. The reason why our consignment process is very thorough is we also identify cards that could be graded so then they can maximize higher dollar values. So the payment process is very simple. Once we have sold your items, you'll get an updated ledger and we will process payment for whatever form of payment you need. As a consigner, you're gonna experience our white glove service. What that means is I'm gonna personally handle your collectibles from beginning to end. And rest assured, the client that purchases your collectibles will also receive the same white glove service. It's a signature service that I really pride myself on.